Wow. Check this guy out. That's an awesome figure, that, isn't it? Look at that. Brilliant. Join me for my review. Boom. Hello there, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi, only one, and welcome to this unboxing and review of this figure, Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. Basically, it's a figure. In my collecting, I really go for this stuff here, but 6-inch only as and when I really want something, and this guy in the publicity shots looked so good, I thought I have to get that. Plus I am an Obi-Wan Kenobi fan, as you know, if you follow my channel. If you don't follow my channel, subscribe, please do. I'm going to review this right now. I just thought I'd show you what I got in the job. Not a job lot, but I got a delivery now from Star Action Figures because I saw they were advertising this, so I jumped on it. I needed another Gamma Ray guard, so this one's going to be opened, and I've got another Fett as well. Anyway, today it's all about this guy. I'm going to show you him in the packaging. It is really good. I hope I can convey that in this video, but when I look at it in real life through my own eyes, it just is as good as the publicity shots showed. It's a really good looking figure. It's such a great facial sculpt of Ewan McGregor. It's like having Hot Toys in 6-inch, it's just fantastic. Really good. And look at that. The features on the face, fantastic. Come on, focus, don't let me down now. There you go. Really good. So I'm going to get him out the packaging. But just to give you a quick overview of that packaging, if you really want to see it, let me just go down the front. It's the first time I've actually busted to get something out of packaging, it's good. When you have that feeling, the figure is good inside. This is a brilliant figure, and it's really good. I'll say now that I'm so pleased to see that Hasbro or whoever have the license or ability to still pay tribute to what I'd consider the best Clone Wars ever made, which was the original animated series. Really good that, I'll just say very quickly something about that when I was 22 when that first came out, and I looked at it and just thought, that'll be rubbish, it'll be for kids. Many years later, over a decade later, I finally got a copy of it, and I was so impressed with that series, and that is exactly how he looked in that series. Well, the attire is pretty much from the Genndy Tartakovsky series of the Clone Wars, and his head sculpt is, well, him in Revenge of the Sith, isn't it? So it's short because he did have longer hair. There was a figure in the Legacy collection for the Genndy Tartakovsky variation of, should we call it Clone Trooper or Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi, where he's wearing clone attire. Let's just get him open, huh? Let's cut to that now. Boom. Hello there. So I just want to do this in stages. I've just opened up the top with a knife. There's only one little strip of sellotape, so I just want to show you the whole thing because I'm just well into this figure. I haven't even seen it loose yet, but I just know it's just quality. And I'm a big Obi-Wan fan. There you go. There he is in the bubble. Just wanted to show you that. You're getting your first look of him now, up close, and I'll get him articulated and out in a moment. But again, such good, digital, what do they call it now? Photorealism technology, whatever. However they do that, I think they've nailed it with that. Really good. The Legacy Collection 3 3/4-inch version of whenever they made a figure for him, it's not very good. I got one loose in a job lot once on eBay. Someone had listed it as a Star Wars figure. I keep mentioning this job lot. It's the same job lot. I got a load of figures. I think carded he can go for a lot of money, but the actual figure itself is pretty bad. So whenever I have him displayed, I have him with his back to back to you because his face is terrible. But speaking of facial quality, that is quality. Now then, I'm going to cut there. No, I'm not going to cut there. I'll just keep it. Oh wow, you get a stand. How about that? Look at that. I've never ever. I mean, I don't get a lot of 6-inch figures, but it's nice to see you get a stand with it. There's a really nice looking lightsaber. They're all the same, really, but it's quite plasticky, that hilt, though, to be honest with you. I'll go in on that later. This is more important about the figure, really. I'll compare it with another Obi-Wan hilt. There he is. I am going to cut there, actually, because I want to get him all set up, and then I'll get him rotating and articulated, so bear with me. Hello there, so here he is. There he is. So it's a really good figure. I can't fault how it looks. I have a few issues with the, with the lightsaber primarily, but let's just enjoy. I'll give you a chance to look at how good this figure actually looks. Really good. I've had a little look around with the articulation. It's quite stiff for now. That's because it's a new figure, and I'll have to loosen it up. The stand's all right. You have to get him sort of balancing. I presume the... I don't even think I've got the toe underneath that little hook there. I think you put it underneath that hook and then he'll rotate. But you still have to kind of get the balance point, which is a bit frustrating. The issue with the lightsaber is it's really plasticky looking, but we'll come to that in a minute. I'll have a look at it now if you want. It's kind of like they haven't painted it silver or something, the actual hilt. They've got the gold trimmings there. Come on, focus, man. It's not going to focus. I'll have to do it later. Oh, you've got it there. They've done the gold bit and the black, but the other bit is kind of like a plasticky grey colour, which is sort of translucent or something. But anyway, that facial sculpt is epic. Can't fault that. I'm going to get him off there now. Let's have a closer look at this figure. I keep getting him from the one angle there. I'll turn around in a second. Really good though. Always on the move. It's a shame you can't do kind of like a force push, that gesture that he does, you know, that gesture like that. Oh, he does that, doesn't he? Anyway, whatever. He's got hinges on the wrist as well, which means that you can have him do some sort of like force balance push or whatever. But there you go, I'm really happy with how he looks. Let's talk about the lightsaber, because what I did, sorry about the handheld camera shaking a lot. I got this Obi-Wan, another 6-inch figure I have, just bear with me one moment. And he has a really good looking lightsaber. So I'll compare the two now. Here we go. This one also, he sort of grips it okay, but you have to kind of get a fine point on that as well. You have to get it so that that hilt peg, that's obviously for his waist, it sort of stops it sliding in his hand, which is a bit clumsy as well. So there you go. Have a look at these. This is an old ironing board I'm doing this review on. There's the new hilt. I hope you can see what I'm on about. I've just lost the focus. That's the new one here, closest to the camera, which I thought was, well, it's very plasticky. And this one here has got proper silver paint on it. So that it would be great, or they could have and should have just given us that lightsaber again. Really, I suppose, unless the models differ. His style of lightsaber construction might be similar throughout his career, throughout his life, sorry, but I don't know. There's not much in it, really. Whatever they should have and could have done, they should have painted that a bit better, but it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. So he's a really good figure. Let me just mount this camera again. If you're one of these people who want to know about articulation, it's sort of standard 6-inch figure articulation. There's a ball and hinge on the head there. You know, there's articulation everywhere. It's a bit stiff though. That's quite hard to get his elbows up there, his shoulders up, and then he's got double joints on the elbows, double joints on the knees there. So you can do everything you want, really. I was trying to get him into some sort of force kind of pose, you know, that like a true Jedi, you know, just before he has to act against you, he'll give you some sort of pre-warning. I don't know, I love that when they kind of do that ready for action pose. But anyway, really good figure. I'm just going to have him on I'm just looking forward to having him on display somewhere in my collection room. And that is it. So thank you for watching that. Let me just give you one final shot of him now. Alrighty, so just in closing, thank you very much for watching. This has been a pleasure to show you this figure on this channel. A really good figure, awesome, absolutely. I'd love to know your thoughts. You know, I'm more into 3 3/4 inch, but this is clearly, you can't argue with that. It's got to be the best facial sculpt they've ever made in this scale. For Ewan McGregor in that era of the movies or saga, including Clone Wars, such a good figure. And I've actually managed to get him on the rotating platform of mine. I only ever put 3 3/4 inch figures on this rotating. It's solar powered, but that stand actually, I think I've got the hang of it. I was having trouble getting him to balance before, but if you know, he's in a kind of an attack pose anyway, with his feet ready to spring like a cat. So there he is, really good figure. And then the lightsaber, as I say, he does kind of, you can sort of, if you manage it, you can fit it into his hand all right. But the peg kind of helped keep it stable. So that's all really I can say, other than I shall let you drink him in one more time as he rotates. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. There's lots of other content coming, especially for the vintage collection. That's my absolute favourite domain. But man, if they keep bringing out figures like this, I'll be getting more into 6-inch, man. That's awesome. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. out.